अस्तु वा पठतु।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यंकरवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम।
धन्यवादः। कक्षायां सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। एकवारं पुनः। अस्तु, द्विवचनं वयं अद्य पठिष्यामः। गतकक्षायां भवन्तः सर्वे अस्मिन् विषये किञ्चित् पठितवन्तः। In the last class, you must have studied about Dvachanam.
Yes.
So we will revise a little bit what you studied in the last class, and then we'll add some new topic as well. So, Dvachanam.
This is class 18, right?
Class 18, yeah. So in last class, you must have studied some part of it. We will revise again. So किञ्चित् पुनरावलोकनं वयं करिष्यामः। अनन्तरं नूतनं पाठक्रमं वयं पठिष्यामः. So we'll revise this one a little bit, and then we'll add a new topic today as well.
Okay.
So वयं जानीमः यत् संस्कृते त्रीणि वचनानि सन्ति. So in Sanskrit we have three vachans. एकवचनं रामः सीता फलं, द्विवचनं रामौ सीते फले, बहुवचनं रामा सीता फलानि, and we have seven vibhaktis. सप्त विभक्तयः सन्ति. एतत् वयं जानीमः. Sorry. So नटराजन महोदय, भवान पुल्लिंग पठतु. एकवचन द्विवचन.
पुल्लिंगः एकवचन रामः एकवचन रामौ द्विवचन. बालकः बालकौ. मुनिः मुनि. गुरुः गुरु. पिता पितरौ. भवान भवन्तौ.
सम्यक्. भवान भवन्तौ. सपना भगिनी पठतु स्त्रीलिंग.
सीता सीते. जननी जनन्यौ. मतिः मती. धेनुः धेनु. माता मातरौ. भवति भवत्यौ.
श्री कुमार महोदय, भवान पठतु नपुंसकलिंग.
फलं फले. मन्दिरं मन्दिरे. क्रीडाङ्गणं क्रीडाङ्गणे.
नाम
नाम नामनि. मधु मधुनि. मनः मनसि. मनसि. सिरः सिरसि.
So basically we have different endings. So we call akarant, ikarant, so in Pullinge we have different
Ukarant.
endings. Akarant, we have ikarant, we have ukarant, we have rikarant like pita. We have takarant like bhavan. Bhavan is bhavat form. Evameva Stilinge we have akarant, Sita, ikarant, Janani, ikarant as well. Matihi, Buddhihi, we have Ukarant, Dhenuhu, then we have a Rikarant, Mata. So Mata is from Matri, Mata, Matro. Then we have Bhavat form, Bhavati, Bhavatyo. Similarly, in Punsak Linga, we have Akarant like Phalam, Mandiram, Piranganam. These all three are Ikarant, sorry, Akarant. Then we have Nam, we have Madhu, Ukarant, and we have Manah, Sirah. These are Sakarant. So we have these different antas, and based on that, we have slight variation in the their form. So there are others as well,
Mahoday,
but
Mahoday,
so yeah,
na
Pachatu.
नाम धातु नामन अस्ति
Kim Bhagini?
नाम नाम
नहीं नाम ऐसा भवति नकारांत
सो नामन नामन शब्द
नामन शब्द आमाम
धन्यवादः
हाँ सो एतानि सर्वाणि रूपाणि सन्ति सो वयं अद्य पठामः द्विवचनं रामौ बालकौ मुनि गुरुः गुरु सो अद्य पश्यतु गुरुः गुरु तत्र अस्ति ऊकारान्त गुरु सो प्रथमवचनम् अस्ति गुरुः उकारान्त द्विवचनम् अस्ति गुरु so sometimes there gets some confusion, like if you see Muni and Mati, they have similar forms. So there are some cases like Ukarant and Ikarant, Pullinge and Stilinge. They share a lot of forms. They have similar endings. So once we practice vibhaktis, then we'll easily remember. I think to start with this little bit, it feel a bit too much. But more you read stories and do some bhashanam, they slowly they get set in your mind. So don't worry too much about if you think there are so many different variations. Astu. So manah atra asti, if you see mati is intellect, buddhi. Mana asti, mind. Sira is head. So mastakam api kathyate. So mastakam is you can say either mastakam or sira. Do api samyak.
Mastaka is forehead, is it?
No, mastak head. Sira mastak
Oh, mastak
samanev. Forehead
What
is
is
lalatam.
forehead?
Lalatam.
Latam, okay.
Lalatam. Ma. Astu. Vayam agre gachamah. Astu. तुलसीराम महोदय भवान् पठतु पुल्लिङ्गः
पुल्लिङ्गः द्वौ बालकौ द्वौ मुनि that means एकः मुनिः द्वौ मुनि द्वौ गुरु द्वौ भवन्तौ द्वौ पितरौ
So in last class, I think you must have gone through the picture one, right?
Okay.
Picture slide. So these are same, it's just revision. Dhruv Bhagni, पठतु स्त्रीलिङ्ग्य स्वागतम् अस्ति कक्षायां भवत्याः
धन्यवादः।
पठतु स्त्रीलिङ्ग
स्त्रीलिङ्गे
पठतु
द्वे पीते
हम्म,
द्वे जनन्यौ द्वे मती द्वे धेनु द्वे मातरौ।
बहु सम्यक्। अद्भुत भवान्
क्षमतां
पठतु।
दीपक महोदय क्षमतां
हाँ,
द्वे मति
पृच्छतु।
द्वे
हाँ,
मति
हाँ,
अत्र सिंगुलर एकवचनं किं भवता
हाँ, हाँ, पश्यतु अत्र स्त्रीलिङ्गः मतिः
मतिः
मतिः अस्ति
हाँ हाँ
एकवचनं।
हाँ
सो
हाँ
मतिः मुनिः समानेव, किन्तु मुनिः अस्ति पुल्लिङ्गः, मतिः अस्ति स्त्रीलिङ्गः। सो सिमिलर टू मति वी आल्सो बुद्धिः बुद्धिः
ओके
इकारान्त
ओके
स्त्रीलिङ्ग समारूप बुद्धिः
ओके ओके
बुद्धि मतिः मती।
सम्यक् सम्यक्
हाँ,
अस्तु अस्तु धन्यवादः।
हाँ, अद्भुत भवान् पठतु नपुंसकलिङ्गम्।
नमो नमः महोदय। नपुंसकलिङ्गः द्वे फले
हम्म
द्वे मन्दिरे
हम्म
द्वे नामनि
हम्म
द्वे मधुनि
हम्म
द्वे मनसि और
हम्म
शिरसि।
शिरसि मनसि। अस्तु, अत्र एका टिप्पणी अस्ति। टिप्पणी मीन्स् इत्युक्ते नोट् नोट् अस्ति। द्वौ इति शब्दस्य लेखनं न आवश्यकं। सो हियर् इफ् वी रिटर्न द्वौ, राइट, द्वौ द्वौ द्वे द्वे, we don't need it here.
Yeah.
So because Sita itself means two Sita, Janyu
Yeah.
means two Janni. So it's not wrong to write. It's for giving stress, but you don't need to write. With Bahuvachana, with Bahuvachana, we need to write. But sometimes, what happens, when do we need to write? So sometimes, when you tell a story or when you speak, sometimes, we stress, right, on the number. So we say, ekah ramaha, ekam pustakam. So when you say pustakam, pustakam is one, but we still say ekam pustakam. So it gives, to stress a number, we can still say dve, but even if we don't write dve or dvau, the meaning will remain the same. So here dve is not adding any much value. कोऽपि संशयः अस्ति? अस्तु, अग्रे
महोदय
गच्छामः।
नामनि अर्थं किम्?
नाम्नि मीन्स् टु नाम नाम।
ओके नाम नाम
नाम नाम नाम नाम्नि नामानि नाम नाम्नि नामानि एवं भवति। सो इफ् यू अत्र पश्यतु नपुंसकलिङ्गे नाम नाम्नि।
ओके धन्यवादः।
अस्तु। सो संख्या विशेषणम्। सो संख्या इन संस्कृत भाषायां संख्या अपि विशेषणः अस्ति। सो नंबर इज आल्सो एडजेक्टिव, similar to English as well, in English as well, on other language as well. Number is adjective, so it's qualify a noun. So how many? So ekah balakah, dau balakau, eka balika, ekam patram. So the reason we have given here is that just to stress this out, that number, when we put behind a noun as an adjective, it follows the same form in terms of number and in terms of vibhakti. So it follows the same form of so in balakah, balaka, sorry. In balakah, balaka is what we qualifying. In Sanskrit, it's called visheshya. And eka is adjective. It is called visheshana. So in Sanskrit, visheshan always follow visheshya in terms of vibhakti and vachana. So if the balaka here is pullinga, ekvachan pratham purus. So number will also be same. It will be pullinga, ekvachan, pratham purus. So purus, vachan, linga. Visheshan always follow visheshya. If the noun is strilinga, visheshan will also be strilinga, which should also have the same vibhakti and vachan. Kopi sansya asti atra?
that trayah become tisra and trini, like that.
Ha.
Yeah.
Samyak.
Mother,
So
someone asked us to.
Visheshanam means it's gender and the singular plural is that. So together it's called Visheshanam.
No, so visheshan is adjective.
Adjective.
So atra, like if you say beautiful, handsome young man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how will you say? You'll say sundarah tarunah, या फिर sundarah balakah.
Okay.
So sundara, why we call sundara? Because balaka is pullinga, balika is pratham purus and ekvachan. But let's say there are two balak. We say two beautiful balak or two handsome young men. So what will say? Sundarau balakau. So sundarau follow the same vibhakti, vachan and purus. And if you say there are many handsome boys, so what will you say? Sundarah balakah. But let's say we say a beautiful lady. So what will you say? Sundari balika, Sundari nari. And if you say two beautiful ladies, so we'll say
Dve balike.
no, beautiful. You have to say beautiful as well.
Sundaram sundare
So,
balike.
now it's a Sundari becomes Nadi, so Sundaryo.
Sundaryo.
Sundaryo Naryo, ya Sundaryo Balike. Or if you say many beautiful ladies, Sundaryah Naryah, ya फिर Sundaryah Balikah. And if you say a handsome friend, Sundaram Mitram. Two handsome friend, Sundare Mitre. Many handsome friends, Sundarani Mitrani. So adjective will always follow the qualifying noun or visheshya. So qualifying noun in Sanskrit is called visheshya. So numbers, they are also treated as visheshanam, as an adjective. And like and by following the principal rules of adjective, they follow the visheshya in terms of purusha, in terms of vibhakti, in terms of vachan. Vibhakti, how? So let's say we want to say this. I'm giving. I'm speaking to my a handsome friend. So aham mama sundaram mitram badami. Sundaram mitram badami. So now you see, here we are saying sundaram again, but let's take another example because Napusalinga is same. So let's say I'm speaking to Sundar Ram. So what will say? We say Sundaram Ramam. Aham Sundaram Ramam vadami. So I'm speaking with Ram, but what kind of Ram? Sundar Ram. So now we're not saying Sundaraha. We are saying Sundaram. Sundaram Ramam.
So we are not saying Ramaha, we are saying Ramam.
So and since we are saying Ramam, because he's karma now, we are also saying Sundaram.
Ram. Right.
So adjective will always follow is vishesya in terms of vibhakti, in terms of purusha, in terms of vachana. Astu, Rita Bhagini, padatu, pratamam stambham padatu. Read the first column. Bhavatyah sabdam samyak na gachati. Uchchai vadatu.
एकः बालकः
Means
one boy. द्वौ बालकौ
now
two boys.
two boys.
त्रय बालकाः
Trayah.
त्रयः बालकाः three boys.
Three boys.
चत्वारः बालकाः four boys.
Four boys. तुलसीराम हमारे पढ़तु मध्य मध्यम पढ़तु स्त्रीलिंगम
एका बालिका द्वे बालिके तिस्रः बालिकाः चतस्रः बालिकाः
बासराज भगवान भगवान पढ़तु
एकम एकम पत्रम द्वे पत्रे त्रीणि पत्राणि चत्वारि पत्राणि.
क्षम्यताम्. अस्तु. पश्यतु अन्ते एका टिप्पणीं लिखितमस्ति खलु. Look at the bottom, there is a note. Panchatah त्रिषु लिंगेषु tu samanam. So we notice here eka dvau traya chatvarah pullinge, nistrilinge eka dve tisra chatasrah, napunsak linge ekam dve tini chatvari. So the number from 1 to 4, they are different across pullinga, strilinga and napunsak linga, but the difference is only till 4. 1 to 4, the number has different words. So eka पुल्लिंग एका, स्त्रीलिंग एकम, द्वौ द्वे द्वे, त्रयः तिस्रः त्रीणि, चत्वारः चतस्रः चत्वारि. But 5 onwards, they are all same. So let me write it down here. It will be, I think, easier. So you can
so पंच बालकाः.
पंच बालकाः. पंच
बालिकाः.
पंच बालिका.
पंच बालिका.
पंच पत्राणि.
Mahodaya, suppose we are writing numbers. Suppose someone asks to write as numbers. We have to follow only this Nabunsalinga sound.
So the thing is that when if you don't know the linga, to always in a Pusak linga. So you'll see this in other cases as well in Sanskrit. So if you don't know the linga, you always treat thing as a Napunsak linga. So that's why when you do Kim Bhagini?
Once in doubt, it is Napumsakalingam.
If you don't know the linga, you always use Napunsak linga.
Suppose I'm writing like ekam balakah. That's not wrong.
So if you write now, if you write eka balaka atra idanim eka visheshan bhavisati. So if you write with a noun, then it becomes adjective. Then you have to write correct one. But if you're just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, then you count using Napusaklinga.
Napusaklinga. Okay.
If you do bit color coding. Astu. where is slideshow here? अस्तु. So सम्यक् एतत् अग्रे गच्छामः. द्विवचनं सर्वनाम शब्दाः. So we read about नाम शब्दाः, Ram, Sita, Mitram. Now we'll read about द्विवचनं सर्वनाम शब्दाः. कः. If you remember, कः means who. कः पठति? स्वप्ना भगिनी पठतु.
कः कौ.
उपरि पठतु. शीर्षकम् अपि पठतु. शीर्षकम्.
सर्वनाम शब्दाः पुल्लिंग प्रश्नाः. कः कौ, who are those two. तौ कौ, who are those two. तौ बालकौ, those are two boys. कौ कौ, who are those two. तौ छात्रौ, they are two male students. एतौ कौ, who are these two. एतौ गुरु, these two are teachers. एतौ कौ, who, what are these two. एतौ कपि, these are monkeys.
कोऽपि प्रशंसा अस्ति अत्र? Any doubt here? Anyone? So कः कौ के पुल्लिंग. सः तौ ते कः कौ के. So अत्र अस्ति कौ. Who are those two? अस्तु. अग्रे गच्छामः. फणिराज महोदय, भवान् पठतु.
सर्वनामशब्दाः स्त्रीलिङ्गः प्रश्नाः. के. Who are they? सा का. Who is that? Female. का माने female. सा नर्तकी. She is dancer. एते के. Who are those bracket females, referring to females?
These two.
These two. Oh, एते स्थालिके. These are two plates in Strilinga terms. एते के. एते के. एते गायिके. These are two female singers.
सम्यक्.
ते के. ते नर्तक्यौ. So these are two dancers, female dancers.
सम्यक्. कोऽपि संशयः अस्ति? सरलम् अस्ति. अस्तु, अग्रे गच्छामः. भवान् पृच्छतु.
के who are they two, right? Not who are they, not many. So
तो अत्र सम्यक् प्रश्नं. So what happens? So K is also pullinga, bahuvachanam. K is also dvivachanam. Same thing applies in sarnam as well, right? Sah tau te, sa te ta. So there is this little bit confusion can happen because K can be dvivachan strilinga or dvivachan napunsaklinga, or K can be pullinga bahuvachan. So, but from the context, you will get to know. So, when you get a question, like here, it says, now here, like in this case, ete ke, here is not clear actually. Here it can be either, it can be pullinga as well. So, but if you I mean, if you're speaking with someone and he pointed out ete ke, from then you know that okay, he's talking about ladies, or they're girls, or if there is let's say plate is there, as you say, you know that then you can say they're talking about plates. So from the context you can infer. But if it is just written there on a paper ete ke or te ke, then it can be Strilinga dvivachan or Napunsaklinga dvivachan, or it can be Pullinga Bahuvachan. So like we said, the way written here, ete ke, it can be a Napumsaklinga as well. Because Napumsaklinga you also have tatte tani, te, kim ke, kani. But from the context, if you're reading a story, you will get the context as well. But and if you're doing some bhashanam, then you will always point it out to something or someone. Then you will know that what is the linga.
It's okay.
But I think, sorry. So I think Natarajan Mohoday, are you asking like K does it represent any number, right? So I think K means 2, or it's asking for more than 2. We should be using same, right? Something like that you were asking.
But again, it will be on the context, right?
Context, yeah.
So basically,
But
if it is pullinga, K would be Bahuvachan.
It will be Bahuvachan.
Yeah.
So if you see this question, ete ke, if you just read ete ke, right, in a plain paper, it can be either. It can be Strilinga or Napumsaklinga, Dvivachan, or it can be Pullinga, Bahuvachan. But since we know the context because the heading of the title is Strilinga Prasna.
Yeah.
We know that is Strilinga. But actually, if the linga is not mentioned, then it can be either.
The example, te nartakyaha, te nartakyaha.
No.
If it is a male,
Nartakaha.
nartakaha.
नर्तका भवति न पुल्लिङ्गे नर्तका भवति तद् नर्तकाः
नर्तकाः ते नर्तकाः
गायकाः ते गायकाः अस्तु बासुराज भवान् पठतु
आं महोदय सर्वनाम शब्दाः नपुंसकलिंग प्रश्नाः किम के what are they, what are these items, right?
So we see K is similar for Napumsaklinga and Strilinga is similar. K.
Yeah. Kim ekavachanam, K dvivachanam. Tat kim, what is that? Tat patram, that is leaf. That is a singular. Te ke, what are those 2 items? What are those 2 things? Te patre, those 2 are leaves. Those are 2 leaves. Ete ke, who or what are those 2? Ete mandire, those 2 are temples. Ete ke, who or what are these 2 things? Ete vejane, these are 2 fans.
Fans, you remember now they are disappeared now in India as well. But you know the fan.
Yeah.
But used to fan. But we can use it for electric fan as well. The ceiling fan.
Oh, that's also Vajanam.
Vidyut Vajanam. Vidyut Vajanam.
The one with the hand, that is called Vajanam.
Vajanam, and electric one is Vidyut Vajanam.
Is the Chinese fan also called Vajanam?
Anything, all Vajanam.
Yeah. Okay.
Astu, agre gacchama vayam. Sukumar Mहोदय भवान् पठतु. प्रथमं मंजूषा पठतु. Read the first table.
सर्व. Okay. तत् सप्तः लिंगः पुंलिंगः सः तौ ते स्त्रीलिंगः सा ते ताः नपुंसकलिंगः तत् ते तानि.
एतत् अवगतं कोऽपि संशयः श्रीकुमार महोदय? सः तौ ते ताते ता तं ते तानि क्लियर् अस्ति?
आम् महोदय.
अस्तु, इदानीं पार्थिव भगिनी पठतु. द्विवचनं पठतु. क्षम्यताम्, एतत् शब्दः पठतु. द्वितीयं मञ्जूषां पठतु.
एतत् शब्दः पुल्लिङ्ग एषः, एतौ, एते, स्त्रीलिंग, एषा, एते, एताः, नपुंसकलिंग, एतत्, एते, एतानि.
सम्यक् स्मृतमस्ति? रिमेम्बर्? अस्तु, ध्रुव भगिनी पठतु.
एषः, एतौ.
तृतीयं पठतु, इति मञ्जूषां पठतु. किं शब्दम्?
किं शब्दः पुल्लिङ्ग एकः, कौ, के स्त्रीलिङ्ग, का, के, काः नपुंसक, किं, के, कानि.
अस्तु, सम्यक् अस्ति, कोऽपि संशयः नास्ति. So the first second is saha form, means that form. Second is etat, means this, means closer to you, and third one is question form. Astu, agre gacchama. Is for revision. So if you see here, we have tad sabda. Tad sabda, we have these three forms: saha, tau, te. Stilinge we have sa, te, tah, and Napumsaklinge we have tat, te, tani. Apart from so sa, sah, sa, tat, they're all refer pratham purus. And if you take example for English, they call third person, right? So overall, we have three kind of people, right? The one who we talk about, third person, which Sanskrit we call pratham purus. That's where it is a bit opposite. Then we have second person, to whom we talk with. You. And in English, we just have you or you all. In Sanskrit, so I think this we should remember. So tad sabda, so basically tad sabda represent all these saha, sa, tat. They are all form of tad sabda. What varies? Linga varies. So tad form in pratham purus or in tad sabda pullinge sah taute evamasti, स्त्रीलिंगे सा ते ताः एवमस्ति, नपुंसकलिंगे तत् ते तानि एवमस्ति. So generally, so in Sanskrit, objects are not qualified as lingas, only name. So same thing. So if you call her different name, it can be Napunsaklinga, Strilinga, or Pullinga. So depending upon what you call it. Object itself, like in English or in other languages, even in Hindi, object is pulling or pulling or stealing. But Sanskrit, that's not the case. Sanskrit is the name is qualified as linga, not the person or object itself. So the first table, so for the first three, they're all form of tad sabda. Now,
Mahoday, ekah prashna asti. Need some clarification. You said the name has a gender,
yes,
but the person has no gender.
Person or object has no gender. Yeah. So like
so
if
the
you,
man, ekah purushaha. Purushaha is a person or object, right? Purushaha.
But here the Purusha name, the name has gender, not the person, not the man. So if you, so in Sanskrit, for almost many things, you have names in all three lingas. So like Patni, right? Wife. When you call Patni, that's a Strilinga. But Patni is also called, I think it's called Kalram. I will find out Kalram. So they call Kalram. Patni is actually Napunsaklinga. And there is a Pullinga as well for Patni, Sabda. So it's not the object itself, but the name. This is very beautiful language.
Like Jalam, na? Jalam is Napumsakalinga, Pani is Strilinga, but it all means water.
Right? So basically, the object itself is not qualified as lingam, the name, what you call. Because the concept of linga is that if you see in Sanatana Dharma or in Sanskrit, basically, the why we call Shiva as he's both man and female, right? So because you see that no one is complete that that person as a male or female. Everyone has both these qualities. Basically, all three: Pullinga, Napunsaklinga, and Strilinga. Every object in the universe has all these three qualities. That's why we call Shiva Ardhanarishwar, because Shiva represents Panchabhutas, and Panchabhutas are not just male or female. They have all three. So all these quality, male, female, and Napunsaklinga, they are in every object. Hence, you see that every object has name in all three lingas. Astu. You sabda. So in English, when you call you, in Sanskrit, it's called yusmada. The term that we use to describe second person that you call in Sanskrit, in English. Second person in Sanskrit is called yusmada. And in his form goes like Tom Yuam Yuyam. And it's called Madhyam Purush. So second Purush in English is Madhyam Purush in Sanskrit. And if you see, it doesn't have any lingas. Because when you say you, is you, right? It doesn't, even if it is male, you say you. Even if it is female, you say you. Or if it is Napunsaklinga, you say you. So hence, if you see, for Yusma Sabda, there is no differences for lingas. For all three lingas.
So Yushmad is a dhatu for you, correct?
Aisuna dhatu na mahoday, naam pad.
Oh, naam pad for.
Yeah. So we call them. So like dhatu is a root for kriya.
Okay.
We call it pratipadik. So the
what
root
is the Yushmad?
Sorry?
What is Yushmad?
Yushmad is pratipadam.
Pratipadam. Okay,
pratipadam. So it's pratipadam. So all like Ramaha. In Ramaha, Rama is a pratipadam. Is a root of the Nampadam. So all these three, Tom Yuyam Yuyam, they come from Yusmat Sabda. So there are some Sandhi rules and there's a Panini's rule. So Yusmat becomes Tom Yuyam Yuyam. So that's a Madhyam Purush. Similarly, like in English, we have first person. And in Sanskrit, we call Uttam Purusaha. So Asmat Sabda. Sapna Bhagni Padatu? Asmat Sabda Padatu?
अस्मत् शब्दः उत्तमपुरुष अहम् आवाम वयम्
Aham avam vayam and
आवाम we two vayam we all.
So similar to Madhyam Purusa, Asma Sabda Trisu Lingeshu Samaneva. So in all three lingas, Asma Sabda is same. We always say Aham. Pullinga, Strilinga, Napusaklinga, Aham, Avam for two, Vayam for more than two. So Yusmat Sabda, Asma Sabda. So Madhyam Purus, Uttam Purus, it always remains same for in all three lingas. It won't change. Only Tad Sabda, which is referred to a third person, there we have three lingas. Saha, Pullinga, Sa for Strilinga, and Tat for Napusaklinga. Kopi sansaya asti atra? Any doubt here? Astu. Vayam agre gacchama. So, but this thing I think we should keep in mind. This is very important because sometimes what happens when we do sambhashana or we read is very helpful to form words. That when we speak about yusmad or asmad, you or I, it will remain same across three lingas. So in the last class, you must have read about this Pati Patta Patanti. You must have read about Patata, the Divachanam. So Kapatati Natraj Mata Padatu. Pad Dhatu Patatu.
Vartamana Kale Latta Lakar. Prathama Ekavachanam Dvivachanam.
So ekam karyam karotu. Use with Ram. We use with Ram, the third one.
Ramah Patati. Ramau Patataha. Ramaha Patanti.
Now Madhyam Purush use with Yusmad. If you remember this table.
Tvam Patasi. Yuvam Patataha. Yuyam Patata.
Now Phaniraj Madhavan Padatu, Uttam Purush Padatu.
Ramaha.
Uttam Purush.
Uttam
Purush. Asmat Sabda.
Asmat Sabda. Aham Pathami. Vayam Patavaha.
Avam
Patavaha. Vayam Patamaha.
Samyak. See, the purpose of these two tables is to link these two. So here we have Sarnam Padam or Nam Padam. So here we have Sarnam Padam and here we have Dhatu, Lakaras. So how two they are related? That's why we are trying to see here. So we see Ekvachan, Dvivachan, Tat Sabda or Nam Padam Rama, it will goes with Pratham Purus. In Sanskrit, that's why it's called Pratham Purus. So remember, in Lakar, it is called Pratham Purus. It's called Madhyam Purus. It's called Uttam Purus. That's the reason it's called like that. Because the first row, it used with Tad Sabda Yafi or Nampad. So Saha Patati, Sa Patati, Yafi Rama Patati. But if we talk about, if you ask second person, Yusma Sabda, then we will use middle row. Tvam Patasi, you are reading. And if you talk about yourself, then you use the verb form in first row. Uttam Purus, Aham Pathami. So hence they are called that way. Because depending upon the person you are using, you will pick that row. So first row is for Pratham Purus, second row is Madhyam Purus, and third row is Uttam Purus. Shikumar Bhavan, use the Sah Sabda Pullinga and use read the Patati, third one.
Saha Patati. Tau Patataha. Taha Patanti.
Te. Pullinga.
Te Patanti. Te Patanti.
Patanti. Smita Bhagini, use Striling Sarvanam Sabda and use with Patadhatu. Striling. So Sate Ta Bhavati na Strilinge. Sate Ta. Padatu.
सा लिखति. ते लिखतः. ताः लिखन्ति.
ताः लिखन्ति. बहु सम्यक्. अस्तु. So I just read these two slides. I think is important. So basically to set into the mind that how Naam Pad or Sarnaam Pad Purus. So you see this like grid, right? So we see in Naam Padam, every so we have in Naam Padam, we have these three categories, and in Lakaras or in verb, we have these three. So let me ask you a question, or maybe not now. So we see if we multiply, so it's kind of, sorry. So it's kind of multiplication. So you have these three tables, and you can multiply that with this table.
Permutation combination, yeah.
So you can look at that way. So so basically, if you keep this in mind when we speak, so sometimes what happens when we speak, initially it doesn't come into your mind very quickly that if I say aham, what should I use? Pathami or patati? Many times we say patati. Or if you speak with second person, what shall we use? So this table just gives us an idea about how naam or sarnaam pad are linked with dhatu, which is verb. So these are a naam or sarvanam, which tell about the thing, and this is the actions, lakaras, what we are doing. So this table tells you who is doing, and this tells you what are they doing. So based on vachan and purusa in naam or sarvanam, you pick the corresponding entry from this table. So if here we have tad sabda pratham purus, if we have tad sabda pratham purus tau, you will pick patata. If you notice here, verb, they are same for all three lingas, right? So naam pad, we have different forms for Strilinga, Pullinga, and Napusanglinga. But if you look at the verb, they are same. So sa patati, sa patati, tat patati. Rama patati, Sita patati, Mitram patati. Rama patatah, Sitai patatah, Mitre patatah. Rama patanti, Sita patanti, Mitrali patanti. So for all three lingas, verb doesn't change. So verbs are independent of the lingas. Only they care about is number and purus. So is it pratham purus, madhyam purus, or
Uttama purus?
Uttam purus. So who is doing the work? That's important. It doesn't matter if it is a pullinga, is the strilinga, or napunsaklinga. If the third person is doing the work, then you'll use the pratham purus. If the second person is doing the work, the one who are speaking with, then you pick the madhyam purus. And if you are doing the work yourself, doesn't matter you are a pullinga or strilinga, you use the first row.
So the verbs verbs are independent of gender, but they are applicable with the tense, right? Kala.
Yeah. So, but all the kalas, it is irrespective of what they are. They only care about purus and vachan. Purus means who is doing. Who is not the strilinga or pullinga, who is the person in terms of who are referring to. So if you are self, the speaker, if the speaker itself is doing the work, so irrespective of he is pullinga or she is strilinga, he always say pathami. Similarly, if the third person is doing the work, uttam purusa, it doesn't matter if he's Ram or Sita or mitra. If he's reading, he's always patati. Doesn't matter what the linga is. So the lakara or verb is there independent of the linga. So this is a very important thing to remember. अस्तु अग्रे चलामः कोऽपि संशयः अस्ति प्रश्नः अस्ति
Mohoday, sorry. So this should be in Uttamam row, right? Uttam row in Uttam row. It's like Pathami. So Patha, but in the bracket it's written as Ami. It should be Ami, right?
No, so Mohoday, we'll read about Sandhi. I mean, this is not in this course actually.
Okay.
So so pat is the dhatu. So but what happens? There's something called so when we make a dhatu, sorry, when you make verb padam, so these are called tigantas. So patha. Now, so pat is dhatu, but from dhatu, when you make the tigantas, before that there's another process happens. It's called root strengthening. So from root we make something called anga. So pat becomes patha, and then we add ami. So there is a different rules for when you make these tigantas. So when you go for, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe in the next level they teach about these rules.
So tiganta is a
have you
verb.
noticed that always the uttam is always a. So likhami, pathami, because there is a rule there. But most of the cases it works. There are only few dhatus where it's not like that. But in most of the cases it always be a. So that we can always remember that likhami, pathami, vadami. So it's always like that.
So tiganta is verb.
Tiganta is verb. So verb we call tigantas, and naam padam they call subantas.
Subanta.
Ha, supantas. Supanta sub become so subantas.
Okay, subantas.
Why they call tigantas? Because see, Sanskrit is they have defined everything by lu. So because see, they start with ti and ant with ma. So ma is not ma, is anga. So that's called tigantas. So start with ti and end with ma, anga. And subanta is start with sa and end with an. So that's called subantas. Astu. So we'll skip this. I think otherwise we don't have much time. So this we already read. Chhatra patati, chhatra patatah, balaka pibati, balako pibata. So we just again we're just repeating what we already read. Okay. Nadi bhati, one nadi is flowing. Nadyo bhatah, two nadis are flowing. Phalam patati, one phal is falling. Phale patata, two fruits are falling. So that way. So what is just studied, right? Same thing. It is we are. So the thing that wanted to cover is prerartha kriya. So this is very helpful in day-to-day sambhashanam. So what is prerartha kriya? Prerartha kriya is actually in English we call it causative verb. So basically when you make someone or something do things, and you make someone or get something to do, it could be force, or it can be you inspire him or someone, or you motivate him. So that's called causative verb. So we'll look at some example. So Sapna Pagni पढ़ा तो
भ्रम धातु भ्रम धातु चक्रम भ्रमति wheel is spinning.
Wheel is spinning.
So you want me to read the preranaarthaka kriya also?
Preranaarthaka as well. So basically what you're trying to say is that how from same dhatu we make normal verb and we make preranaarthak verb.
Okay. Kumbhakarah chakram bhramayati. Water is spinning the wheel.
Spinning the wheel. So see, if you say bhramati, is so spin itself is spinning. But when we say Bhramyati, someone is spinning the wheel. So like we also say, right? Let's say, you know, lattu. I don't know what they call in English.
Top.
Lattu.
Top.
Right? Top. So same thing you can say. I don't know the Sanskrit. They'll find out. That is spinning. And you also say aham or saha, topam. Let's say called topam. Top kirankam. Bhramayati. So I am spinning. So similarly, if you let's say, you are spinning a rope. So you can say aham rajjum bhramayami. Bhramayami. Or sah rajju bhramayati. So evam. शिवकुमार महोदय अग्रे पठतु.
सः भ्रमति.
Sorry. पठतु.
सः भ्रमति. He is roaming or walking. सः पुत्रं भ्रामयति. सः पुत्रं भ्रामयति. He walks with his son.
He take his son for a walk. So so when you say aham bhramami or sa bhramati, that means he is walking. But many times we say that I'm walking my son, or sometimes also say I'm walking my dog, or you say I'm taking him for a walk, right? I'm taking my son for a walk. I'm taking my friend for a walk. So if you want to say that, you say Prenartha Kriya, Bhramayati. Aham Bhramayami. I'm taking my kids for a walk. Aham Mama Putram Bhramayami. Like that. Astu. Pandraj Mohdagre Padtu.
Nidra. Saha nidrati. He is sleeping. He sleeps. Sorry, he sleeps.
That's fine. You can use that. You can say that as well. That's also say he's sleeping. He sleeps. Nidrati.
Mata tam nidrapayati. Mata tam nidrapayati.
Him. Tam means whom. Putting him to sleep. Tam is tam.
Mother put him to sleep. Okay. Tam.
So basically, it is a karma because mother is putting someone to sleep, her putra. So sah become tam. So when you read Vibhakti, I think it's very soon is come. I think after 2 weeks, then it will be easier. So in the first case, sah nidrati means the son. He is sleeping. My second case, mata is putting him to sleep. So nidra becomes nidrapaya. Nidrapayati. Astu.
It's not nidrayati. Why it should be nidrapayati?
I will explain you at the end.
Okay.
Tulsi Bhavan padatu Bhavan.
Dhatu chal. Karayanam chalati. Or moves. Sa Karayanam chalayati. He drives the car. Makes it move or he drives the car.
So if you drive something, that's chalayati. So even if you ride a bicycle, you say aham dvichakrikam chalayami. Chalayami. If we say dvichakrika is moving, we say cycle is moving, dvichakrika chalati. But if someone make her move, because when we drive a car, we make the car move, right? So that's why you call chalayati.
Correct.
Prashnam. Sa means, won't it be Strilinga there? She drives the car. She is driving the car, right? Lady
she driving car, yeah.
It's not he. Maybe should we
correct it?
But
both same, right? Doesn't matter. It can be sah as well.
But we'll have to say if it is a male driving a car, saha karayanam chalayati.
Oh, I see. So you're this point. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll correct that. Yeah. Now I got you. Saha, where is?
The previous.
Yeah, that's fine. That's correct. Yeah, cool. अस्तु अग्रे स्लाइड्स् हा अग्रे ध्रुवभगिनी पठतु।
बालकः खादति भुङ्क्ते boy eats माता बालकं भोजयति अथवा खादयति mother feeds the boy but here there is no dhatu word given.
I forgot to put. I will write it down, don't worry. Is khad or bhung dhatu.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically bhojati khati you can also say, right? Or like I'm taking my friend to eat in the restaurant, right? So that way you can also use predarthak. So if you make your friend eat in the restaurant or at your house, then also you can use bhojayati, khadayati, aham mitram bhojayami.
Okay.
So I'm giving
Taking
a
my
feast
friend.
for friends. So that you can use it in that sense as well. So this is very useful in day-to-day conversation. Similarly, next one, kapati natraj madhe padatu bhavan.
Pa dhatu. Sa pibati. She drinks. Mata balikam payayati. Mother gives or feeds water to the girl or daughter.
हाँ सम्यक सम्यक खाद धातु भुंग धातु सम्यक.
Like putra, it can be putrikam, right?
So for putri we have both putrika and putri. So you can say putrim, you can say putrikam. Do bhi samyak. Do both are correct.
Mata putrim or mata putrikam.
Putrikam, हाँ. Both are correct. In Sanskrit there are 1,000 words for everything, right? There's so many synonyms. You can choose whatever you like. Astu agre ka pradti parthi bhagni. Toshati, leave it. We'll read. You can later read all of them. Let's read which is more common. Parthi bhagni padatu.
Shru dhatu. Saha geetam katham shrunoti. He listens to song story. Saha mitrani geetam katham shravayati. Shravayati. Shrunoti becomes shravayati. He plays, sings song story to friends.
So basically, if you want to say same thing in English, you can say he plays song to friends. Or let's say you are playing katha, so you can play katha on TV or radio. There's also katham shravati, but you can speak yourself as well, right? So if you can speak katha yourself for your friends or for your kids, in either case, you say katha yourself or you play katha on TV or radio. In both cases, you can say shravyati. For ham shravyami. So you are making others listen, irrespective of either you are singing or you are playing a instrument. In either case, you are making others listen. So shravyati. Astu? Ha. Next one is even more common and useful. Agre ka pradti, who hasn't read yet?
Mहोदय.
हाँ अद्भुत बहुत है पढ़ तू.
क्रू धातु सह कार्यम करोति. He is working or he works. Sah karma karam karyam karayati. He make the worker to do the work.
He make the worker or he get the worker done.
Done by them.
So basically, you make anyone get the work done for you. That karoti becomes karyati. So let's say you want to say I will get copies done. So you have, let's say you have paper, you say I will get copy done in the shop, right? So you'll say aham pratirupam karyami or karishyami. So you say I will do the photocopy. So you'll say aham pratirupam karomi. But if you say I want to get it done, then you say aham pratirupam karyami. So I'll get it done. So in English, but when you say I make things done or I get things done, you'll use prenarthak. Karoti will become karyati. Or you are making somebody else done, karyami. So gya dhatu. Okay, let's do this as well. Kapatati. पढ़तु भवान् पढ़तु बसवासराज भवान् पढ़तु
ज्ञाधातु सः जानाति he knows सः मां ज्ञापयति he advises me or he makes me know the thing.
So you can say he inform me, he advised you, he notifies you, anything. Basically, he gives you something to know.
No, yeah, he makes me know that.
He makes you make sure. That's gyapayati. Again, I will come to it. Parthibani asked, right, why we are saying pa gyapayati. I will come to this. Astu. Agrika patati. Ismita Bhagani Uktamanya. She want to. Who said last time? Parthibani. You said. Ismita Bhagani padatu.
गमधातु पुत्रः ग्राम गच्छति son goes to village पिता पुत्र ग्राम गमयति
पिता पुत्रं ग्रामं गमयति
father sends the son to village.
So see, if you say gachati, he goes, but gamayati, someone make him go. Now here making go is not necessary. It not means it is forcing. It means he's basically he sends him. He's sending him. So he's motivating him, inspiring him, or he's giving him order for any reason. But he's sending him. So gamayati. But you will not see this use a lot, gamayati, because there is another verb for sending. It's called praise dhatu. So presati. So many times people use presati for sending. Gamayati is not that use. So you won't see much this word gamayati, because people use presayati.
So the presayati can be used for emails. Right? Email presayati.
Anything. Email, gift, paritosikam, gift. At dadhatu. Kapatati. Parthibani padtu. Dadhatu.
Dadhatu. Saha putraya vastram dadati. He gives clothes to son. Saha apanatha putraya vastram dapayati. He gets his son clothes from the shop.
So dadati means you are giving. So if you are giving someone with your hand, right? But when you get something for someone, so to take someone to the shop and getting things for him, then dapayati. So he's getting clothes to his son from the shop. So in Hindi say dilana, dila raha, dilata hai Hindi. So get clothes from the shop for his son. So it will become dapayati. So like say right, you have kid, right? You say I will get you some chocolates from the shop. So how do you say? Chakleham dapayami. Because you are not giving him. You're taking him shop to get him chocolate. So here you will not say dadami, because you're not giving chocolate at the moment. You are saying, I will get you chocolate from the shop. So you will say there, dapayami. Aham tvam chakleham dapayami. I will get you chocolates. This one is very common. I think this one you already know. But let's say, Sukumar Modevan Padatu. Istha.
Istha. Vikraha mandire stapayati. The ideal stands. Tishtati. Vikraha mandire tishtati. The ideal stands on the temple.
Stays. So tishtati means you are at some place. It doesn't matter. You are sitting or standing or staying.
So I can say idol is kept in the temple.
You can also, that's also you can say.
Idol is kept in the temple can be.
You can say. I mean, for kept, there is another word. There is another word for kept, but you can say tishtati as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Panditaha mandire vigraham stapayati.
Stapyati.
The Pandita puts the idol in the temple.
So Stapyati is very famous, right? You have used and there is. So if I ask you, Bhavan, so tell me, Bhavan Vadatu. I park my car. Vadatu katham Bhavan
Aham karayanam stapayami.
Stapyami, I park my car. So Stapyami is for putting something. Yes. So Istha is you are at some place, means you are putting yourself somewhere, right? When you are somewhere, that's Istha. But when you put something else somewhere, that becomes Isthap. Isthapyati. But the root is same, Istha dhatu. Astu. So we have some more verb.
So they also call Pratisthanam, right? That means they are.
Pratisthanam is from Istha only. Pratisthati.
Okay.
Pratisthati. But that's we add something called upsarga. We add a prefix there. So
like the previous slide.
Ashokachami.
See, like stha dhatu, it is tishtati, but it is stapayati. Like gachati and gamayati. So is there a place like how these, which is the root word and how it changes it?
So all this magic lies in Ashtadhyayi. You might have heard a book, right? Ashtadhyayi, Panini's Ashtadhyayi. So these are all grammar rules. So what happens when we make Tiganta? So Tishtati is called Tiganta, means is a full verb, a kriya. Istha is called Dhatu. But between Dhatu and Tiganta, there is another thing we call Anga. So from Dhatu we make Anga, and then Anga we add the Pratyas. So either we add Patati, so Pad Dhatu, either we add Ti or either we add Mi, depending upon from whom we are adding. But from becoming Istha to before we add Pratyay, there is something, another process, and it called making Anga. And in English, they call it a root is strengthening. So what happens? Many cases, they don't change much, like Pat remain Patha. Like if see Kri Dhatu, Kri becomes Kara. So Kri becomes Karoti, Karomi. Yeah. So Gam become Gacha. Gya, see Gya here. Gya become Ja. Jana. Gya become Jana. Jana. So these are all rules defined there, but they are quite advanced for our course.
We just have to by heart this for the time being.
So basically, just for now, just remember that there is and if you look on internet, you'll find this. It's called Anga. So from Istha, there's another thing as well. So in Sanskrit, there is something called group of dhatus called ganas. So in Sanskrit, there are 10 ganas of dhatus. So you call bhavadi dhatus, churadi dhatus. So depending upon which gana they are from, so there are total 2,000 dhatus, and they are divided into 10 groups, and they're called ganas. So based on which group they are from, they change their form. And that change form is called anga. So istha become tish, gam become gach, gya become jan. And then we add the lakar. So if he knows, sahajanati. If I know, aham janami. So that's a Panini's Ashtadhyayi rules. I think maybe next year, next course, maybe I think they will discuss this, or maybe next to next. So these comes after this comes after you know the sandhi. So because it's maybe in third level they will teach these things. How these things are basically how a word is made. So this is very core principle. So I think is in maybe third or fourth level they will teach these concepts.
So that's the problem when you look at the dictionary, Sanskrit.
Yeah, but slowly. So you see, many things. After even if you reach the third level, many of these things will start understanding. See, to speak language, you don't need the grammar a lot, right? Come with practice, you start getting the understanding of the things. So, so more you speak, the more you read, you will start getting this thing in your mind, that how things are going. Like like my mother tongue. I never know the grammar. I mean, grammar is not even taught. So my mother tongue is Bhojpuri, is a dialect of Hindi, and it's not in written form actually. I mean, from many years ago, it was skilled. So there's no written form, but people speak fluently. It's still in villages. So even with Sanskrit, even if you don't know this advanced grammar, once you do more reading, this thing will get into your mind that okay, this is there's some pattern. So you will start finding the patterns. So I'm not going through all of these because we are almost close to time. So, but you can go through this. So I put other dhatus as well, like likhati, lekhyati, dhavati, dhapyati, nayati, to take, nayati, to make someone take, todati, pus, todyati, make someone pulse, rodati, cry, rodyati, make someone else cry, hasati, laugh, hasyati, make someone else laugh. So if you crack a joke, you will make someone else laugh, right? That's the hasyati. So karsati, you are pulling or applying. Karsayati, if you make someone else pull or plow your field, that's a karsayati. Pachati, you are cooking. But pachati, if you make someone else cook, like if you get tired and you say, okay, let my daughter cook or let her husband cook. So if you make her husband cook, so that will become pachati. If you yourself cook, pachati. So these are all prenarthak. So when we make someone do something, either you inspire him or you motivate him or you order him. You do either three: motivate, inspire, or order. You'll use prenarthak. Astu. So you can go through this. We have this as well. Very good dhatu dhri. Dharati. Dharati means wear. Dharyati means to make someone wear. So if you put tilak, aham tilakam dharami. But if you put tilak on someone else's forehead, aham dharyami. If you put your clothes yourself, aham dharami. But if you put clothes on your kids, then aham putram vastram dharyami. I'm putting clothes on my son. So this way, these are very useful in day-to-day conversation. Astu. Vayam. So you can go through this verb, and if you have any doubt about how to use that, let me know. I can put here. But I think it's there easier ones. Should not be hard to find the use. But let's say you are not sure how to use in a sentence, then I put it here. Or I can put in the WhatsApp channel. Astu. Agre gachama. So here I have nartati, dance. Nartyati, make someone else dance. Hasati, if you laugh, but if you crack joke, then hasyati, you're making someone else laugh. Chinoti, pick, we make someone else pick. Chayati, vasati, you are living. But if you settle someone, so let's say you say I live in Mumbai, Mumbai Vasani, but let's say your daughter is going somewhere else and you are helping her settle in Pune. So what do you say? Aham putrim vasayami Pune. So I'm helping my daughter to settle in Pune. Then what will say? Vasayami. Because it's prerarthak. So so when you can use in this in sentences in conversation. Now I come to question of Partibagni asked, right? Why we have up and why we have ayati. So there's this pattern. So sorry. So if the dhatu ends with dirg a, then we add pa. So nidra, nidrapayati, gya, gyapayati, istha, sthapayati. So if the dhatu ends with a, we add a. Otherwise, ay. But these two are just two observations. Now, prerartha kriya is done by a rule. A rule is called rich pratyay. Now, there are loads of rules. It's quite big list. And is not appropriate for this course to too much. Hence, I didn't put it here. But if you are interested and if you want to know how you make Prenarthak Kriya, what are the rules there? Then if you go to YouTube even, and there are many videos there, or if you type on Google, just type this Rich Pratyay, Sanskrit, you'll get a lot of documentation there. But since it was a bit advanced, hence I didn't put the rules. But this is very useful in conversation. Hence, I put the all the famous verbs. And if you look at the verbs, you'll see there is a pattern. You don't need to know the complete rule. If you follow these two patterns that I put in the beginning, pattern 1 and pattern 2, you'll get an idea that most of them they follow on this one. But if you're interested, you can read there as well. Astu. Okay, Vayam Nidra Sloka. So basically these are two slokas. When we go to sleep, we read these two. So Aham Pathami, I think time has already been there. So Basaraj Bhavan Padatu. Basaraj Bhavan Nidraman Bhavati. Basaraj Padati.
Yeah. Ramam Skandam Hanumantam Vainateyam Rukodaram Shayane Yaha Smare Nityam
Du Swapna Tasya Nasyati.
Du Swapna Tasya Nasyati.
So Vayam Idanim Artham Janima. So Askandah Kaha, so Ramam Vijanima, who is Ram. We also know who is Hanuman. Skanda Kaha, Skanda is Kartikeya. We also call him Ayappa Swami or Murugan Swami. And who is he? He is a Lord Shiva's son and he is the commander of God's army. That's a Skanda, Bhagwan Ayappa Swami. Vainateya, who is Vainateya? Vainateya is Garud Deva. Bhagwan Vishnu ride. Who is Virkodra? Bhima. So what this slok says that if we look at the bottom, it has the earth in Sanskrit only. Meaning is also in Sanskrit. Say Yah means who, Ramam Skandam Hanumantam Vainateyam Virkodram cha Saine Nityam Smaret. So whoever remember these 5 before sleep, Bhagwan Hanuman, Bhagwan Garud Dev, Skandam, Bhagwan Kartike or Murugan Swami, and Bhim Dev, Pandava. So if you remember all these 5 before sleep, you won't get bad dreams. That's a sloka. Kopi spansasya asti yatra? Meaning or any in verb? So this you can practice. So this one my kids they do. They recite this sloka before they go to sleep.
Mahoday, how do you pronounce that? Shayane yahasmarenyasam
Shayane smare nityam.
Smare nityam duk swapna.
Duswapnasya tasya.
Swapnasya tasya.
You can divide it. So if you look at the down, I have separated out. So you can say Duswapnaha tasya nasyati.
Tasya nasyati.
So if you find it hard, difficult, just do a vicheda. Duswapnaha tasya nasyati.
Tasya nasyati.
Ramam skandam hanumantam vainateyam rikodaram sayanayah ismare nityam duswapna tasya nasyati. उसका जो बुरे सपने हैं दे नष्ट हो जाए. And this is Nidra Sloka 2. Oh, sorry. 2. This one is very famous. Padatu. Smita Bagni Padatu. Bhavani mute asti. Unmute karo tu.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता
Bhavati gayanam karo tu. Padatu na gayanam karo tu. Soren gayatu.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः.
So if you look at the Sabdarth, Ya is against Sarvanama. Ya means the one who is like Saha, but Saha is say who. Ya is the one who. Ya is like Sa, it is Ya. Bhutesu, Bhut means living creature, living beings. Any being. Not just living being, any being. Bhuta. Bhutesu means in all living beings. Sanstita means established or situated. Nidharupen in the form of sleep. Namastasai, Namatasai. So we are saying, Hey Devi, you the one who lives in all the living creatures in the form of sleep, I salute you. So, Hey Devi, the one the one who lives in all the things in the form of nidra, in the form of sleep, except my namaskar. Namatastai, 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 namo namah. कोऽपि संशयः अस्ति अत्र? अस्तु अग्रे गच्छामः. सुभाषितं का पठति श्रीकुमार महोदय भवान् पठतु.
मतयो
मतयो अहं पठामि एकवारं तर्हि भवान् अनुगच्छतु. मतयो यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्र गच्छन्ति वानराः शस्त्राणि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्र गच्छन्ति तैव नराः. भवान् पठतु इदानीं.
मतयो यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्र गच्छन्ति वानराः शस्त्राणि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्र गच्छन्ति देवनारः
तैव नराः.
तैव नराः.
So basically what says, so mataya is a bahuvachan form of mati. So today we read, right? Mati, mataya. So what he's saying is that mataya yatra gachanti. Yatra means wherever. So wherever, mati means man. Buddhi na, mati means buddhi. Yatra man gachati, tatra yah gachati means the one who goes where man goes. Then who is he or who are they? They are vanara. So if someone goes somewhere where his mind takes him, he is Vanar. Then the slok says, second line, Shastrani yatra gachanti tatra gachanti tayunara. So what says that where Shastras goes means where our scriptures goes, where knowledge goes, or where Vivek goes. Vivek means consciousness. There who goes, that's actually human. So if your mind goes anywhere and if you just go there, then that's like monkey. But if your consciousness goes there, your buddhi goes there, your knowledge goes there, and then you go there, then you are a human. So what he's saying is that it should not be you should follow your knowledge, your consciousness, not what you just think. So manah vasikaraniya. So we should not follow mana. Mana should follow us. So you see here, the dash basically say what is the difference between a monkey and human? That monkey just follow his wish, a desire. So mana here means desire. Your desire follows and you go there. That's like monkey. There's no attribute of being human. So what is the attribute of being human? If you follow your knowledge, you follow your consciousness, you follow the scriptures which teach you good thing, then that's like human. Astu.
So, Moday, that Shastrani is not right. It's a Shastrani in the Artha.
Shastrani.
It should be Shastrani.
Yeah. Shastrani. Shastrani सम्यक् अस्ति. शास्त्रम् अस्ति न शास्त्रः. Shastram.
Yeah, no, in the Artha, it's like Shastrani. It become like the typing mistake.
Where? Oh, Satyam. Let me correct it now.
Its meaning is different.
धन्यवादः महोदय. अस्तु वयम् अग्रे गच्छामः अन्तिमे पृष्ठे. वयमिदानीम् एकां कथां शृणुमः. एषा अस्ति विनोद कथा. विनोद कथा मीन्स फनी स्टोरी. So let's go to this one. A sound coming? Shabdam agachati va?
No.
Share sound.
Cover for your business needs.
Agachati?
Ionic.
ददातु गृह्णातु.
So dadatu grihnatu. So esa asti lot lakar, or in English we call imperative, right? Dadatu means dadati means I am giving. Dadati means he is giving, or he gives. Dadatu means give, is command. So dadatu means give. Grihnatu is again take. So these are another form of lakar in Sanskrit called lot lakara, like imperative. So they say command or order. So dhatu means give, grihnatu means take. It's a very small story.
Kaschana gramaha.
So Kaschana grama, there was a village. Kah means we today read, right? Kah, who. But Kaschan means someone. So kah means who, but when you added chan, that becomes someone. Grama, there was a village. See, let's stop me if you have any doubt anywhere. Yeah, Kaschan grama, some village.
Grame ekah kripanaha va.
Grame eka kripana. Kripana means miser. Grame eka kripana vasti. Kripana means miser. So in the village, there was one miser living.
Sati. Sah kasmai api kadapi kimapi na dadati.
So sah means he, kasmai means to anyone. To anyone. Api, also, kadapi, never, ever, kimapi, anything, na dadati. So, kasmai to anyone, api also, kadapi, never, kimapi, anything, na dadati. So, he never gives anything, anyone, anytime. That's his meaning. Kasmai, no one, kasmai for anyone, kadapi, never, kimapi, anything. So he never gives anything to anyone.
एकदा सः कृपणः अन्यं ग्रामं.
So once that miser goes to another village, ekada sah kripanah. Ekada is once. He goes to another village.
गच्छति. मार्गे नदी अस्ति.
So in his way there was one river.
तत्र नौका अस्ति. नाविकः अपि अस्ति.
So there was a boat and there was the boatman as well.
कृपणः नौकायाम् उपविशति.
So here is another good word, upavisati. I think we had this in our kriya padani as well. So upasati means sitting down. So he sit down in the nauka. Kripanaha, the miser, sit down in the nauka. Upavisati, sit down.
नौकया नाविकेन सह कृपणः गच्छति.
So he goes with the nauka and with the navik. So we see here we say naukaya and here we say navikain. So when we read about vibhakti, then we know that with saha we use something called tritiya vibhakti. And nauka is strilinga, so it says naukaya, and navika is pullinga, it says navikain. But meaning is both same. Naukaya means with a boat, and navikain means with boatmen. Meaning is both same. But since nauka is strilinga and navik is pullinga, their form is different. But the earth is same. So here is saying that the miser goes with boat and the boatman.
Yes.
यदा नौका
No, I just trying like so here we can say navikah saha gamayati, right? Like he's taking him, he's making him to go like that. So I was trying to.
No, here no. So Gameti is sending. So he's not
okay.
sending. He's going with them.
Going with.
So when you send someone, so you are not going. You are sending.
Yeah.
Then you become Gamyati.
Okay.
So if so let's say if you're a friend standing at the bank and saying bye to miser, then you'll say Gamyati.
Yeah. Taking is something else. Yeah.
So यदा नौका किंचित दूरम गच्छति तथा निसर्ग कोप भवति.
चित् दूरं गच्छति तदा निसर्गकोपः भवति.
So see, nisarga kopa means thunder. So nisarg means nature. Nisarg means in Sanskrit, nisarg means nature. A kopa means anger. So actually, nisarg kopa means the nature is got angry. So many times we say in our local language as well, right? In local language, oh, prakriti is angry. So when a storm happens, a flood happens, we say prakriti, nature is got angry. That nisarg kopa means. So nisarg means nature and kopa means anger. So nisarg kopa bhavati means a storm came, heavy rain, strong wind, that happened. That's nisarg kopa bhavati. Means storm happens.
वायुः वेगेन वहति.
Vayu vegen bhavati means the wind blows very strongly.
नौका आन्दोलयति.
Andolayati means it moves. That's andolayati. So we say also say andolanam karoti. When people strike, is same word andolanam. Moves very agitation-y. So andolan means agitation. The river is agitating.
So here wind is making it to do andolan. That's why it's andolayati.
No. Nauka andolati. So I mean ya is there, but here nauka itself is doing. So there is special use case of nit pratyay, and that's called vikaran prayoga. So and there it doesn't give that sense, but here andolati means it's moving itself.
Okay.
So the boat is agitating.
कृपणः भीतः भवति.
So bhita means being afraid. So kripana bhita bhavati. The miser becomes scared.
नद्यां पतति.
So he fell in the river.
किन्तु सः तरणं तु न जानाति.
But he doesn't know how to swim. Taranam means he doesn't know how to swim. So uchaihi vadati.
उच्चैः वदति रक्षतु रक्षतु इति. नाविकः वदति भोः हस्तं शीघ्रं ददातु.
So he says, save me, rachatu, save me. So the navika, the boatman says, bhoho, say hastam sigram dadatu, give me your hand. Hastam sigram dadatu, give me your hand.
दातु इति. परन्तु एषः तु महाकृपणः कदापि किमपि न ददाति.
So the boatman asked him, give me your hand to save him. But he was so miser that he never give anything, anyone to and any time in the life. So when the boatman asked his hand to help him, he refused to give his hand because he doesn't give anything to anything to anyone. So he's not giving his own hand to save his life. Swasya hastam api na dadati. So he did not give his own hand.
स्वस्य हस्तमपि न ददाति. नाविकः चिन्तयति.
So if you see Adhut Bhavan, we also here we have Chintayati. So here we have Chintayati, but it still it doesn't have, it is not Prenarthak here.
Prenarthak, okay.
It is not Prenarthak. It is not.
Not. Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, there is some subtle thing is there, but again, this special use case is called Vikaran Prayog. So there is no Karan. The Karan is there, but is hidden. So it is not Prenarthak. So he thinks. Sa Chintayati. I mean, when it's Chintayati, something is making you making you think. Yeah. So that's why Chintayati, but actually you're not making someone chint. You are chintaning yourself. That's why it is both on. It is also kind. So it use that form, but it is not Prenarthak.
Got it.
एषः मूर्खः इति. सः एकम् उपायं करोति.
So boatman said, this is idiot. He's not giving his own hand because he's a miser. So he said, ekam upayam karoti. He thinks of a plan.
वदति भोः मम हस्तं स्वीकरोतु.
So first he asked the miser, give me your hand. So he refused. So then he now says, take my hand. So since the miser fellow used to take, and then he grabbed his hand. So samam histam swikarotu. Take my hand.
इति. कृपणः झटिति हस्तद्वयेन नाविकस्य हस्तं गृह्णाति. नौकायाः अन्तः आगच्छति च.
So the miser hold his hand and get back into the boat. That was a funny story that we had. Swayam idanim samapanam kurmah. Okay, so especially we are thinking to change the format of the homework a bit. So what I'm planning now is that when we give the homework, and if the homework is common to everyone with the answer. So for instance, when you give the homework from a book, so the answer will be common for everyone. In that case, what we will do, we will, apart from putting the homework, we'll also put the answer sheet as well. So what you can do is you do the homework yourself and you can verify the answer yourself, because the answer is fixed, right? You can verify your answer and then you can upload. If the answer is different for others, let's say I say write 5 sentences of your own. Now this can be different for different. In that case, we will verify, we will check the homework. But if it is common homework, either from book or we give ourselves, in that case, we'll put the answer sheet as well. And when you do the homework, and if you have any doubt, then we will discuss that in the class. So we'll have this something called Grih Karesh Charcha. So you do the homework and you verify the answer yourself with the answer sheet. And if you have any doubt, then we will discuss here that why the answer is like that. And if the answer is different for different people, like we say, use your own sentence or write your own thing, in that case, we'll give the feedback on the app.
So Moday, like whenever the answer sheet is provided, the grades will not be there.
No, grades will also be there. Grades will also be there.
Okay.
But thing is that see, our purpose of homework is not to make you do things.
Yeah.
The purpose of homework is that you learn, you practice. Hence, what we want is that we want more discussion. We don't want that you pick the homework, you just finish it and then submit it. We don't want that. What we want is that you read the book, you read the homework, think about it, that why is it used like that, and think about it how to use that in day-to-day life in conversation. That's what we want, is that for the books. And so for one of the books, remember I asked in the group that if someone has the persistent book. So when we give the homework from the thick book, so that book has answer in the persistent. But some people have persistent, some people don't. But that's fine. So while we do that, when you give exercise from the thick book, I will take a screenshot from the persistent book. I will upload there. There's one more book that we give exercise from. I think we give last exercise. That doesn't have, I think, separate answer book. So in that case, I will write the answer and I upload. So what you want that you look. So basically, you do your homework yourself, and then you verify with the Uttar Pustika, and then if your answer match is fine. If it doesn't match, but if you know why you made the mistake, then you correct it. And if you have a doubt, then we'll discuss in the class that why is like that. And basically, you do the homework, you correct it, and then you upload your corrected homework
version. Okay.
Yeah, corrected version. You just upload the corrected version.
Samyak.
So that will start today onwards. So from today class onwards, we will follow that practice. Astu. इदानीं वयं मङ्गलश्लोका गायामः. कः गायति? अदूत भवान् गायतु मङ्गलश्लोका.
मङ्गलश्लोकः. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं
एक निमिषं. सर्वे जनाः गायन्तु म्यूटं कृत्वा. सो म्यूट् करोतु, सर्वे जनाः अपि गायतु.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. तत्सत्.
धन्यवाद महोदय. पुनर्मिलामः.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद. पुनर्मिलामः.
Deepak Mohoday, you are on mute if you're talking.
One more thing I need to say. One second.